So y'all be asking me, like, how do I ask a man for money? How do I ask him for gifts? First of all, you need to test him to see if he's even the type. Because some of them don't be the type. So this man the other day, okay, he came up to me, he gave me his number. And he said, later on that day, he was like, what do you like to do for fun? Right, I texted him. He said, what do you like to do for fun? I said, oh, I like to work out and I like to go shopping. Girl, you know what he said? He said, oh, I should work out with you sometime. I'm waiting. What about the second half of the sentence? Girl, he completely ignored the second half of the sentence. Okay?
All right, let's dig in. Our first clip features a woman explaining that she tests men to see if they're willing to spend money. She casually drops her love for shopping, and if the man glosses over it, she assumes he's cheap. Men, this is a reality some of you may face. Certain women want to gauge your willingness to provide. Let's see how the audience reacts.
A man got my number and I said, I'm so hungry. He'd tell me, call me when you're done finding you something to eat. Yeah, he's not hearing from me again.
Here, the commenter unsubtly tests the guy. She implies she wants him to buy dinner or help. His reaction is basically, that's your problem. So she's done with him. Men, if you run into this scenario, realize some women might place high emphasis on financial gestures. Decide if you're comfortable or if it's a red flag.
Now, that was a test. That was a test. Now, all he had to do, if he was the type that's okay with generosity, if he was the type, guess what? He wouldn't have been scared to talk about shopping. He didn't know what kind of shopping I meant. He didn't know if I meant grocery shopping. He didn't know if I meant shoe shopping, wig shopping. He didn't know what kind of shopping I meant. He don't want to talk about it. He's scared. Because he's so scared to even talk about shopping because he know that he don't want to spend a dime.
Her logic? If a guy is generous, he'll jump at any mention of spending money on her. Some men might find that manipulative or at least high maintenance. Let's see more comments.
What I do, I tell them I'm too stressed to relax because my laptop broke or my car broke down. If he doesn't offer to fix it immediately, bye. Every man who has ever dealt with me gets asked for money. I don't discriminate, but the guy definitely has to like you way more for it to be consistent.
These comments illustrate a consistent theme. Some women set tests or talk about financial woes right away to see if a man will pay. If you're a man and you sense constant help me scenarios early on, proceed cautiously. Are you truly in a partnership or a transaction?
If he don't even want to speak on it, you got to do your test. Listen, it's easy for me to ask men for things because I already tested them out to see if they're even the type. Even the type that I want. You understand? You got to do tests. You see how I didn't come forth and be like, buy me this. No. He asked me what I like to do. I tell him, working out and shopping. Now, the fact that he only acknowledged working out, which is something that we can do for free together. Do you understand? You are the free type of man. Eh? You are Mr. Freebie. I don't want you around me. Please, go away. Please. Now, if he was more the type, if he passed the test, this will be a pass test for me. Oh, you like to shop? For what? What kind of things? What kind of places do you like to shop at? Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
This snippet sums it up. If a guy's not open to potential spending, she moves on. Men, you have two choices. Either you're fine with it and step up, or you decide it's not your vibe. Let's read another comment.
I asked him for money, and he said it was too early for that. It was our second time seeing each other. Just casual. What do you guys think?
It's a classic debate. Is second date too soon to ask for money? Many men say yes, absolutely. Some women feel it's a quick test of generosity. Ultimately, men know what your boundaries are. Let's move on to the next video clip where we flip the tables. Men asking women for money.
Would I actually ask a woman for money personally? So this is one of those questions where it doesn't matter how I answer it. Some people are going to agree. Some people are going to disagree. But for me personally, no, I would not ask a woman for money. But then again, I have enough drive and willpower to be successful. My definition of successful to where I'm in a position I don't have to ask people for money. Success looks different to everybody, though, right?
This speaker's perspective: men who ask women for money are lacking ambition. He's basically calling them lazy or opportunistic. Let's hear a viewer's response.
I don't ask for money. And last time I was asked for $50, I laughed and said no. Enjoy ramen noodles till payday, and never heard from him again.
She's proud of refusing to be a free ATM. Men, if you're the type who expects women to fund you, consider the long-term damage to your reputation and self-respect. Let's grab the second snippet.
We know that guys that ask for handouts do not have the drive to be decent human beings, right? We know that they want easy street, not only in relationships, but also in monetary gain. We know that if they can get it without earning it, it's 10 times more enjoyable because they don't have to respect what they gain, right? You respect things that you earn. You respect things that you work hard for. Also in relationships, you respect the relationship that you had to earn. It's not a handout. Women are not giving handouts when it comes to relationships. Men know that.
He points out that men who mooch rarely respect the woman. Men, if you want real respect, build your own foundation. Another pair of comments, please.
My ex used to borrow dollars for fishing, hunting, miscrap. Never paid me back. Another reason he's my ex. Mine would say, send me $60, Emma, invest it and give it back with interest. Never happened. Asked every day.
These stories show how easy it is for some men to manipulate or guilt-trip women into giving money. Men, if you're short on funds, hustle to earn it. Don't exploit someone else's trust. Let's finalize with snippet 3 from the second video.
So women have got to wake up, right? I mean, I blame the women, because you're always going to have men out there who prey. You're always going to have men wanting easy street. But you've got to have some boundaries for yourself. You have to implement some rules for yourself and not engage with these guys who are wanting nothing from you but a free ticket. That's all it is. They're not going to give you a relationship. He's not coming to see you. He's not going to fly you out to see him. He's not going to take care of your kids. He's not going to pay off your mortgage. He's not going to do any of that stuff. He is going to take advantage of you until you say no and you get smart, and then he's going to move on to someone else, and he's going to keep trying until he finds somebody else. Even if it's give him $1, give him $100, give him a car, it doesn't matter. He's just in it for whatever he can get because his morals and his values align with basically being a piece of shit.
This speaker warns women not to keep enabling these moochers. Men, if you see yourself in this description, reevaluate. Are you building a life or living off others? Let's hear one last comment on the second video.
The men who ask always seem to be from another country and have extenuating circumstances. Listen to this man.
Online romance scams often involve men overseas with sob stories. Men, be aware, just like we caution women about gold diggers, there are also men exploiting sympathy. That transitions us perfectly into the next video, dealing with financial abuse by narcissists.
Financial abuse when you're in a relationship with a narcissist is incredibly common, and it looks one of two ways. The first way is that they will bleed you dry. They will get you into debt. They will take you for every last penny, and when they can't get anything more out of you, they will leave you. And they're obviously going to leave you in a state where you're going to struggle to survive financially, and they're going to get a kick out of that, knowing that they've been able to con you, knowing that they've been able to get you to that level, and then they're going to blame it on you because it was your decision to give them that money. They didn't force you, but of course they manipulated you, but they're not going to say that, but they're going to make you think it's your fault.
Our third clip spotlights a deeper layer. People who either drain your finances or isolate you financially so you're trapped. Men, if you suspect you're being manipulated similarly, it's time to set boundaries. Let's read a comment.
A previous boyfriend manipulated me into giving him money, maxed out my credit card. Is there?
She's probably asking for advice or help because she got scammed. The narcissist exploited her finances. Men, some of you might have a friend or sibling in this situation. Encourage them to get legal or professional help. Let's see snippet 2.
Now, the other way is they're incredibly wealthy, and they will ensure that you don't work, because not working, not getting your own income and independence means you're going to be reliant on them and you're going to struggle to leave them. So you're going to be a permanent supply for them. Now, the other way is they're incredibly wealthy.
This flips the script. A wealthy partner controlling you by limiting your job prospects. Men, if you're wealthy, don't use money to chain someone to you. That's toxic. Another 2 comments, please.
Second way was for me. He made sure I wasn't able to survive on my own. Guess what? Made it. Now trying to heal my trauma. Been there. Pointed out she stopped loving me when I quit handing out money. That was the night she tried to run me over with our Jeep.
These are intense. One overcame a controlling partner, the other had a terrifying moment. Whether male or female, controlling finances is a huge red flag. Let's check the final snippet.
Can't get anything more out of you, they will leave you. And they're obviously going to leave you in a state where you're going to struggle to survive financially, and they're going to get a kick out of that, knowing that they've been able to con you, knowing that they've been able to get you to that level, and then they're going to blame it on you because it was your decision to give them that money. They didn't force you, but of course they manipulated you, but they're not going to say that, but they're going to make you think it's your fault.
Classic gaslighting. I didn't force you to pay, I just asked. Meanwhile, they've systematically worn you down. Let's see the final comment.
Yes, I was conned, lost 80,000 pounds. He used me to get a house. I signed paperwork. I didn't get back what I put in.
Stories like losing an entire life savings are not rare. Men can be victims too, but if you're the manipulator, realize you're destroying trust. And if you're on the receiving end, it's essential to seek legal advice or therapy. Across these 3 video clips, we see both extremes. Women testing men for financial generosity, men mooching off gullible women, and narc financial abuse. Men, know your boundaries. If you sense someone is purely fishing for cash, be firm. If you're the one short on funds, don't trick people. Hustle or be transparent. And watch for narcissistic behaviors. Someone restricting your ability to earn or draining your resources is a huge red flag. If you found these insights helpful, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, drop your comments below, and share this video with a friend who might need a wake-up call. Thanks for watching.